Hey guys, I'm Cass here for your live electronic music tutorials episode 341. I have something special for you today. Basically, I'll tell you the story, which is an interesting story. It happened quite a few times because I do a lot of those episodes. Basically, I recorded episode 341 already. The template's right there. However, I forgot to click to record the screen, so what do I do? So I'm gonna give you even more value in the template in the link below, because I'm gonna continue working on the track, which I just listened to. It's actually pretty cool breakbeat, progressive breakbeat track. Really nice groove in there, the percussions are good, the synths are good, but the moment I started to listen to it like a couple times in loop, I'm like, oh yeah, I could add a lead on there, like start some arrangement, some more pads. So I will go a little bit further than I usually do in this episode into the production of a song. Basically, usually it's output idea. Now I will keep on outputting some ideas, of course, but I will also arrange the track, maybe add some little elements, create some transition to keep the listener always interested. And of course, I'll make templates for LogicProX, Ableton, FLStudio. It's in the link below. Track that's playing right now. Hopefully there's that cool melody that's just running through my head right now in there. And all the other parts that I've done in episode 341, which is episode 341, but was episode 341 that became episode 341, that will be episode 341. That's episode 341 of your live electronic music tutorials. So I'll spend quite a bit of time creating this track, and now I will continue. So let's listen to where I was. Actually, first of all, what I will do is I will change my setup to my headphones here to make sure I have an accurate response. So this track here. Whoa, that's in the speaker still. Run through the elements a little bit, percussions. What's a bit different about this one is I did take a loop here, a break loop. And this break loop is running kind of in the background to kind of add a little bit more like of a dynamic sound. So let's run through the elements here. The bass pad, that is Logic Alchemy. In the back, not so forward, it's not the main element. Some nice keys here. The pad, kind of a buzzy, kind of fly kind of pad. And then some hits. So those hits are to make the tracks more interesting. You know, they're synthesizer, they're hits. So we can hear this one. Then another one here, which is longer. I think this one's more like an ambience. Let's just mute this one and slow this one. It's like a gritty kind of, but it just does add a lot of vibe to the track. Use that in some parts, not always. And the last one here. Not sure what it is, really, to be honest. I don't. Oh, there's a bit of like a pad kind of a thing. So we have this, which is already made and done. And when I was listening to it a bit earlier, I was like, I'm not sure it's like a piano, not necessarily a piano, kind of not an electric piano either, kind of a synth-ish. Kind of a lead, but not. It's hard to know what. We are. Retro synth. Is this gonna change the synth too? Okay, I'd never browsed this way, guys. So it's just in leads and at whatever the synth. well with our kind of the breakbeat theme, but I want something else. Interesting. Slip and slide. Whoa, look at the rack on this synth. Gonna try to remove this MIDI channel. Impulse? No, it is there. That could work. It's a bit too twisted for my feel right now. It's a nice. Give it a try. I don't know. Not feeling this 100%, so we'll continue. It gets more complicated as you have more content, of course, in the back. Kind of, no, not really. That, absolute yes. My cue there. That quantized and syntized, that's not a word, guys. I shouldn't say a word that doesn't exist, right? Okay, quantize it. It will actually. This is the next key onto the next part. So let's see if I'm bringing it full length here. I think it's great. I think we need a little bit more. Bass a little bit. A bit more power here. Check on my EQ. Don't want it to take too much space space here, well, it does a lot, because I want the kick to be really present. Where the count is coming from. So this, the bass with the kick, the snare as sidechain, not a good idea. I think the kick would be better here. So we free some space for the kick by sidechaining it to. I like everything I hear right now. And move into the next part. Let's say I'm gonna build the intro a little bit later, but for now, reciprocal. Definitely hear. I love everything that's in there. Very breaky, kind of progressive-y. This little synthy kind of thing. Where is it? Not that. The keys here. Oh, not that. Not that. I think it's the after effect of one of the parts. Like literally the one, that part. This pad here has this kind of fuzzy effect. So in there, I think probably dropping the hard cutoff. Here. Also dropping because we're restarting a little bit here, so. Control Command A, sorry. Color region by track, name region by track. So I'll remove this pad for now. What I would do is I would also drop the pad, the bass pad, really bring it down. Try to create a moment and see if we bring that, and then we go in there, we'll really bring it back to a very kind of minimal, kind of dancey part. So we went from full on with all the effects and all that to a bit more minimal, but it's a bit more punchy. So it's just to build some momentum, to build some parts. What is this default? This is the weirdest thing. What's on there? Oh, it's a bug. So I imported this kit from previous Logic projects that I've done. Actually, this one's quite old, and I recycled it, remixed it, but now it's coming and it's got a bunch of default errors in there, so I guess. So now I think we're gonna build a bit of an intro. First 30 seconds of a track, I would say, you know, depending on the direction we want to take, you know, you can start with pads, you can start with many different things, you can start with a beat, easier to mix for a DJ, depending on the track. Or you can make kind of a longer type intro kind of thing, which is what I feel like doing now for this track. So basically, we're gonna start with the bass because the bass keys are important. They do are a big part of the track. And of course, with this, there's a million choice of things we can do to start a track. I personally like to play with filters, or EQ if you want to call it that. Something like that I think could be a great start to the track. And of course what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate it. I'm going to do touch here, and I will bring this up. So I have a cue point here. So basically start like this and then on off. This isn't what I was looking for, guys. Low cut on off. No, not what I'm looking for at all. I guess I restart it. I'm looking for this. Should be better now. I'm gonna open. Slowly. I mean, the first part I think it would stay completely closed. It's nice. It's a bit of a tremolo kind of thing. What could we put in there that would also be good? The pad, this biz pad is a bit strange. Not so much of my take. So what I will do is I'm gonna replicate it. I'm gonna do another pad, not the same pad, same idea, same progression. I'm gonna open it completely because I want some of like the kind of the vibey kind of part in there. I'm gonna go simply into pads, rating, perfect pad, and if not perfect pad, 1, 2, 3. Where am I in the scale? C3, C4. I like better to go a bit lower. Not my favorite pad, I would say. A bit better, classic. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave but it is kind of take the space of my bass pad, so I want to augment it and I want to leave a lot of room. When the track will punch, there will be a big dynamic change. That means it will be quite a lot louder. So the intro is just there and it's like, oh yeah, track, and then it just punches in completely. So this is cool, it's mellow, it's in the back. Like some of the hits were interesting. I think these ones. This little pad kind of. No, not that. That could be good just before we hit the percussion, just to lift space a little bit. Hit from space. What was I looking for? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue here for another 2 beats. Sorry, not 2 bars, but another 8 bars for this. With not really much than this actually. Like I said, this FX at the end for the last bar. Those will continue. Those will continue. Here I'm gonna bring the bass. Just one shot, really not so delicately with like a slow fade, but more like a let's do it kind of thing right away. You're gonna hear it coming in. This effects there is good with that. I'm going to go in with just a few elements in there and the beats, and we could do some variation, like not put the full bass. I don't think we need the bass. Can play with that a bit later. Should I put those hit some space now? They're good in the intro, but you know, you always want to keep something in store. I like this FX there in the back. You can really kind of feel it better when there's nothing else going on. As for the percussions, we have time, so now we're at 1 minute. So the track should unfold a little bit more, so I'm gonna add here, it's from space, yes, FX, yes. These two, no, not yet. But the keys will come in here. You can play with them a little bit. Just bring them in with the filter. Oh, the pad, not yet either. And the drums are quite substantial. I mean, it's really is chunky, so. Now we can transition into the part we created earlier. I think we have a bit of an intro here. Then I'm gonna get into the main part, kind of more full on here, and I think we'll keep on going with those new keys for a little bit, and then we're gonna take it down again. In LogicProX at least, Control Command R, easy, replicating, extending the track. Definitely gonna need quite a bit more than this to make it into a template that's gonna be on our site with MusicProduction. I don't know what it is. But if you're still watching, you might want to take a minute to go look at our site. That, and I'm gonna give it another one, and I think we should be around 4 minutes, which is usually the length of a template, like a full song with intro, middle, breakdown, you know, there's a lot of continuity. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm getting into the main part with most of the element on. Then we could mix these keys with this main lead that we created, maybe here, to really bring it up as much as possible. So I'm gonna get in gradually. I wouldn't bring it down here. I'm gonna cut those there, and go reverse this a little bit. So leaders does take a lot of room in there. Now this pad could be cool, I think. This pad with this. It's already there, this pad. One more down. So now, I would call that the main breakdown. I listen to, I don't listen to a lot of electronic music because I don't really have that much time. I listen to podcasts and stuff, and I'm a bit saddened, you know, because back in the days, the breakdowns or drop, if you prefer in today's terms, were like, wow. And I listen to tracks now, I'm like, it's just nothing there. It's one, it does not always relate to the track. Two, it's like they just drop the beat and like the elements are still there, but there's really nothing super exciting, you know. So it's like they give it like when the track is playing with the beats, it's like, wow, there's energy. But when the drop is here, it's like erratic. It's like you look around because there's enough energy and there's enough tension and excitement to continue the people to be excited about the track. And I find that a little bit sad. Back in the days, you know, back in my days, no, I'm just kidding, guys. But I mean, big trance breakdowns like that last 4 minutes long, or even just good progressive house breakdown that really kept people in the groove, and then with punch back, it's like, yeah, those are, I don't know, they're still there somewhere. drop the main lead, of course. Some interesting elements. Thinking about something that could make things more interesting. We have this pad that we created earlier that could be reused to create some excitement. I think I'll drop it completely. Just not even any bass. This pad here, sorry. Oh, this is cool though. So this here, maybe with a bit of treatment. It's a high pass cutoff. Let's see what it does. It doesn't have so much meat in the low end, so I'm not sure, but let's open this just to see what we get. Oh, there's a kind of a weird sub bass in there too, I don't want that. So nothing much to play with there. This hits in space thing, I'll probably have some filter on there. Doesn't really do anything at all. Okay, that's two. There's not much left. This one I don't want. This here. Oh, that could be cool one day entering here. Here I have a filter, I do believe, I can use, so. It started slow. Same thing I think for the bass pad that we have, we can bring it but really leave some space. So started here, we're gonna bring it but not fully, and then we're gonna bring it up again. We definitely have room to expand this breakdown a little bit further here to continue with this excitement, hopefully, that we're creating. So here, and we're gonna bring, after that we're gonna bring our main keys here, start building up. This, and I'm probably gonna drop a drum roll in there, guys. Love drum rolls personally. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit so it cuts through a little bit faster. So we start here. This pad doesn't really. Another place for him. A bit of just this grit, and you know what? Maybe a little bit of drum, maybe some remnant, something. Not that maybe. Let's take the low kind of bits here. That was a bit. Quite yet. A little bit intense, I would say. Okay. I don't mind the little hits here. Could replicate them. Another beat. Here, I think I will punch it a little bit with a kick, or even the sub that was here and the kick, maybe. Let's just pick a bit of it, not all of it. Just have. Okay, that sounds like just to You know, because there's no beats and stuff, if you come with something there, people will be like, boom. So it did punch a little bit, not immensely. I do also have a crash here I can put in there to accentuate. Which I will use probably right here too. Then I think the drum roll should start about here. I'm not sure about this snare. I can probably create another one down here. This is the default thing. Snare. I want like a... Whoa, qu'est-ce qui se passe là? Come on, man. What's happening? Hear that, guys? Jesus. Like there's like a... Oh, okay. I like this. This is snappy. So, drum roll. So basically, drum roll. Like full on, like tick 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 tick. At first, maybe not full on, you know, but leave a little bit of space, but it will get to be quite fast. So the way you could do it, you could automate it with like volume. You could automate it with filter. I think both ways are equal. I think filters are better. I like filters personally. If I want to make it quick, I can go here into volume, do this, and it's like okay. I'm gonna bring it with the track here. Of course, before the final bit comes in, probably gonna drop, make a little effect here with some space. So we'll stick all or MIDI after, take a bar, and then take some of the beats. To replicate this so it does punch in here. So let's go back to the start. I'm thinking something to lead the way, and there I would leave the keys but in the back, like really kind of just suggesting that there's a melody but not really having the full thing. Check the volume on my snare, I think it's a bit too loud. So guys, this is gonna be it for episode 341 of your live electronic tutorials. I hope you guys enjoyed. Turn that into a template, put it on the site, and the link below. And until next time, may the sounds be with you.